stressed and panicked during the CELPIP test and failed it as a result. This is a very common situation and you are not alone in this. Life happens, there are different reasons that may lead to this failure. You may get busy at work. If you're a parent, you may have a sleepless night because of your baby. If you're a woman, you may get your period and you're feeling these awful cramps and you cannot concentrate on the test. This what happened to our students, and that's okay. This is life. You know, in life you don't get the second chance, but with CELPIP you can retake it. You can easily retake it, and it's not the end of the world if you failed it. So today I wanted to sit with you and talk about failure on CELPIP. If you're stressed, if you panicked, if you feel like you failed it, let's talk about this. And by the way, for those who don't know me, my name is Anastasia. I'm an CELPIP instructor, and I've created this CELPIP preparation course that taught over hundreds of students how to prepare for CELPIP and pass it successfully. So let's dive in and discuss what reasons and what are the steps if you failed your CELPIP tests. So first of all, I suggest you reframe what happened and understand that you didn't fail CELPIP because of your language abilities or issues, because your language level is not enough. No, you just lost some points because of the stress, and that's okay. So that means that your level didn't disappear. You still have it. Maybe your brain just went into fight or flight mode. That's totally fine due to stress. That's what our brain does in stressful situations. Maybe because of the timer, you got triggered because of the timer, because of the time limit, and you get panicked because maybe you felt like you lost control of the time and you didn't manage, and this created this panic trigger and you failed. And a little bit of statistics. Many CLB 7 to 9 candidates once fail their CELPIP test, but then they easily retake it the next time and they succeeded. And so the next step, number 2, identify where stress hits you the most. Usually people don't fail like the whole test, like all 4 parts. No, it's just only one part, usually just one part. And so you need to understand what part did you fail and try to analyze what caused the failure. For example, if it is listening, did you panic because of the speed? Because of the speaker's speed, you didn't understand the words? Maybe if it is speaking, did your mind go blank and you couldn't come up with any ideas to say? Or maybe did you rush and stop checking in writing? Or maybe your reading score dropped but you understood the text completely. Or you didn't have time to finish the text. Or you didn't have time to read the texts properly and answer all the questions. And so knowing what section you failed helps you train more and practice more that section to eliminate that trigger to succeed the next time. And so if the stress caused the failure, don't try study, don't try learn words or do all of these like grammar. Try to train the test format. Just get used to the test format. You need the repeated test simulations. You need to know what the format is. You need to know what the tasks look like, what are the kinds of questions, the interface, what it looks like. You need to practice with the timer. You need to put yourself in the real test conditions and practice with the timer to get used to this. You need to record your voice answers and then re-listen to them and analyze them and trying to find the mistakes or improving it somehow. You need to write with the countdown pressure. You need to write with a timer so that you will be able to solve the test in the real exam. And remember that confidence comes with familiarity, not the talent, not the knowledge. If you're familiar with the test, with the format, it looks like you know what will happen, then you'll get success. And so the next step, number 4, that I suggest you to do is to build a backup plan. Like having the backup plan. What would you do if something goes wrong? What would you do if you miss the answer in listening? If you don't remember the answer, if you don't remember the question in listening, what would you do? Try to move on immediately to the next question. What if I blank in speaking? what would I do? I would use the safe techniques, I would use the structure, I remember the template that I learned in the CELPIP preparation course, and I would just keep talking. If I run out of ideas, I just repeat myself, I just expand, I just invent some situation or recall some situation from my life, and I will keep talking. Figure out what your backup plan will be, and if anything goes wrong, you know what to do. And then the next step, number 5, is to train stress, not perfection. Don't try to make your answer perfect. Just try to challenge yourself, train with challenges. If you freeze, if you run out of ideas, just keep talking. Do not, while you're practicing, of course, yeah, and at the exam the same. Just keep talking. Do not freeze. Do not keep silent. When you feel you're stuck, just keep talking. You can say whatever you want, just keep talking. You need to overcome this anxiety and this panic attack and keep talking. It will help you in your exam. If you feel that you started talking and you didn't say what you wanted to say and you went somewhere else, just keep talking. Keep talking even if it's not perfect. You need to do that. You need to overcome this shyness in yourself. So try to keep talking and try to finish the answer, however imperfect it is. If you are really afraid of making mistakes, I would suggest you to make them on purpose while practicing. Try to make mistakes without panicking. Try to make mistakes and realizing that you made a mistake and just go on. Yeah, just keep talking and finish your thought, finish your answer. Try to practice this. Try to practice this while you're preparing for CELPIP before the exam. This will help you a lot. And remember that CELPIP does not require perfection. It requires clarity, structure, organization, and continuation. They will know that you can overcome your anxiety and finish your answer and give your clear, structured opinion. The last 6th step is don't rush to retake the test. Before you make sure that you know your weak spots, before you make sure that you practice them, before you have done 3-4 tests or CELPIP tests, simulation in real, before you simulated the real test conditions, before you practiced with the timer, before you did all of that, before you started talking, overcoming stress, before you start making mistakes without panicking, before you have your plan B, your backup plan. So don't retake the test before you did all of that, because this will save you money and your sanity. Yeah, you will stay organized, you will stay conscious, and you'll reduce stress. And that is really important, to stay calm and confident during the exam, so you can solve all the tasks and answer all the questions. The day one of the subscribers messaged me that he had a test in 3 days, and what should I do? I'm like, okay, 3 days is not enough to prepare. It's not enough to do all of this. It's really little amount of time. So if you have 3 days left to your test, just don't do anything. Just relax, let your brain rest, relax, and yeah, that's it. If you need to retake your test, plan your preparation in advance. Like the day before the exam, the night before the exam, you need to rest. You need to let your brain rest. Please. Love yourself, love your brain, and let it rest before the exam, because the exam is the stress. You can panic, you will feel anxious. Just don't do that to yourself. Just rest and let your brain feel relaxed, rest, and in this way you will stay calm and confident at the test. So make sure you do the preparation before the test, and at the test, just do it. Just do your best, answer all the questions. Don't leave the blank spots. In writing, write down anything if you feel like you're stuck or you feel stressed. Just try to answer the questions. Just the speaking part, try to speak, say anything. Remember the templates, the structure, if you prepared, if you have one in your mind. And I really suggest you do. And in this way, you'll do the test. You will nail it. And if you need help in your CELPIP preparation journey, I invite you to study with us. You can check our website, the options that you can choose whatever option suits you most, and my team and I will guide you through all the steps, through all the parts. Right now, all of the students on my CELPIP preparation course, I personally teach. I check their answers. We have a separate chat on WhatsApp. They submit their writing, speaking, they ask questions. I give them feedback. I try to encourage them, check with them, improve their score. We have really warm conversations there. So if you feel that this is something that you need help, you need support, no judgment, only things that you can improve, that can improve your score and your answers, please check the link below this video, our website, and I will be happy to see you among our students. That's it. I wish you luck in your CELPIP preparation, and I wish you luck on your CELPIP exam, and see you guys in the next videos. Take care.